Hello and welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick with the City of Hampton. And today we're going to talk to you seniors in particular about an opportunity for you to gather together and give back to your community. My guests are with the Foster Grandparent Program, Gina Lewis and Jason Samuels. Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Now you guys come every day, every year, and talk about the Martin Luther King Day of Service. It is a really special thing that we do here in Hampton.
Yes.
Tell me a little more about it.
Well, the Foster Grandparent Program started this MLK Day of Service many years ago, approximately 12 years ago, because this is going to be our 12th year celebrating the legacy of Dr. King. And the purpose for this is to celebrate seniors by having them engage in community projects which will strengthen communities and identify solutions for our community. So we encourage individuals to come out and celebrate Dr. King. And we have other community partners that we're partnered with, such as the City of Hampton, Office of Human Affairs, Y.H. Thomas Community Center, and Old Northampton Community, and also the City of Hampton Neighborhood Office.
So it really, it brings people together, which is one of the things Dr. King really stood for, that and your community and helping each other, helping people who need it. So you have usually a theme or a plan for the year. Tell me about what you're going to do this year.
Well, this year we have two actual projects that we're going to do during the day. One, like we did last year, is to encourage people to bring school supplies, to replenish school supplies. We're working with the Office of Human Affairs, and we will donate the items to them, and they will then distribute them to their Head Start centers. Because, of course, by the middle of the year, all supplies are dwindling, from crayons to glue sticks, scissors, all those things.
And families can't always afford to restock, especially right after the holidays. Holidays stretch people enough.
It does.
And then you go back to school in January and the teachers, or whatever, send home a note and you're like, yeah, that's hard to do for a lot of folks.
Yeah. So we're asking people to bring donations of school supplies, but we also have another side where we're doing a warmth generating warmth for students, and we're asking people to bring in hats and gloves for children, and they will be distributed through OHA as well.
All right, and is that all ages, or is that mostly the Head Start, the little kids?
We're trying to focus on the little children.
Okay.
So they'll be
That is our target population. Last year during the MLK Day of Service, we were able to distribute school supplies to over 500 students that are enrolled in Head Start centers.
Wow.
And that is a tremendous help to families who are struggling, because as you know, many of the students who are enrolled in the Head Start centers come from low-income families. So it's an opportunity to support those families who are in need.
Well, it makes such a difference getting those kids in an educational environment where they have enough, a little to eat and some supplies and some engagement, because early education, I'm speaking to the choir here, I know, but early education is so important. If you start kids at kindergarten and, my kids and your kids have been read to since they were in the womb, and these other kids have never seen a book, they never catch up.
That's right. Yes.
So Head Start and some of these early programs can do so much to equalizing that balance.
Yes, and as you know, our keynote speaker this year will be our new superintendent of Hampton City Schools. Yes, I am so excited that Dr. Jeffrey Smith has accepted the invitation to serve as our keynote speaker. And he will highlight how ordinary individuals in our community can do extraordinary things by just serving, volunteering and providing public services to the less fortunate. Another highlight of his speech will also discuss the achievement gap between African American students, Caucasian students, Latino students, Hispanic students, and he will discuss some of the strategies and initiatives that Hampton City Schools have implemented to reduce that gap, and what are some of the things that individuals can do in the community to support his initiative. So it's a win-win situation, but not only for the school division also, but for the community.
Well, and you're housed right there at YH Thomas, which I think is one of the strategies. Their after-school program, their work with kids, and how they pull families in to be involved, because you have to have that family support, truly, for the educational efforts to be successful.
Absolutely.
This is just, it's such a great day. Like, I want to come. I want to be a senior and come.
Well, you don't have to be a senior. Anybody can come. It's open to the public. We do ask that you pre-register.
And Gina, what's the date this year? Just so people think Martin Luther King and they think the holiday, and it's not on the holiday.
No, it's actually on January the 14th at YH Thomas. It starts at 8 o'clock and we stay until 1. We provide breakfast and we provide a lunch. We will have, as we said, the keynote speakers, and we're encouraging people to bring things in. But we do ask that you pre-register, and you can do that by calling 727-1452, or you can go to the city's website, hampton.gov/MLK, and you can pre-register there too. But
And if you forget the number, I'm sure 311 can help.
Oh,
folks
absolutely,
find it.
absolutely. They'll direct you to either the website or to our direct number. But we are asking people to pre-register so we can have a pretty good count on providing food, chairs, everything that needs to be done to make the event successful.
Well, I think, it's such a one day, here's my time commitment, I know what I'm in for. A lot of people are a little bit afraid to volunteer because they don't know what the commitment's going to be. They don't know, seniors in particular, they want a safe environment. And this is a very social thing to do. I mean, they're talking while they're doing some of this stuff. They're working together on workshops. There's food. I mean, it's very community oriented.
It is very community oriented, and it's an opportunity, once again, for individuals that may not have an opportunity to volunteer, to serve on that particular one-day event, and hopefully it will spur them or entice them to continue serving our community.
Seniors are such a huge resource. We have, well, in particular in Hampton Roads, we have so many military retirees who retire young, retire healthy, and have a tradition of service. And they do give so much back. But I think as people age, sometimes it's a little harder to drive, or a little harder to get places, or physically strenuous things they can't do. And this is one, assuming they can get a ride, that almost anybody can join in.
Yes.
That's right, absolutely. We welcome everyone. We had an excellent turnout last year. We had over 200 people attend. And I think not only do you have the opportunity to volunteer and to bring things to that we're going to distribute to OHA, but you get a chance to hear some really encouraging and motivational speakers when you come as well. So it's really very much a community event, and we invite everyone to come out.
Okay.
Definitely.
In addition to that, we will also have vendors on hand who will have information about community resources that individuals may be in need of. We will have individuals from Riverside PACE. We will have individuals from the Hampton Triad. We will have individuals from the AIM Center, Office of Human Affairs, and other vendors will be on hand to share information about services that are available to seniors and individuals in the community. In addition, we will also have the Department of Human Services, Hampton Department of Human Services, speaking about services that they offer to families in Hampton.
And that's really important because as we all age, which we're going to do, better than the alternative.
Hopefully we will.
A lot of more people are aging in place, and they do need a little bit of support, to stay in their homes, and they need to not be isolated.
Absolutely.
So figuring out whether that's the senior center or a community center, anything that they can do to be engaged and stay more active is a good thing for their health and their emotional health.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And in addition to that, we will also have Peninsula Agency on Aging will be also on hand to speak about some of the services that they offer. So this is an opportunity to have a wraparound service for seniors.
You're here to give, but while you're giving, you can take back a little bit too,
Exactly.
because that's what a community is.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay, tell us the date again.
Okay, it's Thursday, January the 14th, from 8 until 1 at the YH Thomas Community Center, which is at 1300 Thomas Street. And we invite everybody to come. Please pre-register if you can. The hampton.gov/MLK website, or call 311 and they can certainly help you as well. But we invite everybody to come on out.
That sounds wonderful. Thank you, and I hope you have another successful event this year.
Thank you so much, Robin.
Look forward to it.
And thank you for watching. I hope to see some of you there.